Does your data keep disappearing? And does its disappearance hinder your ability to perform chemical analysis or data analysis using Python? If so, this is the perfect video for you. In this video, we're going to determine how we know if we have data in our data frame, and with that, can we handle it gracefully for determining when we proceed with our analysis versus just producing an error message. Let's get started. In this notebook, I have Pandas imported at the top, and then we're going to create an empty data frame. If you look at df.head, you can see that we have a data frame with 2 columns and no data. And importantly, there is a method called df.empty. And this property does not require parentheses, so we can just run this. And you can see that it is telling us that the data frame is empty. And this is important because we don't want to pass our empty data frame to a further processing method. So now I want to give you an example of how we can use the df.empty and the Boolean that it returns to help us determine if we should just return an error message or proceed with the processing of our analytical data. So now we have a new data frame called new data. And I have just the metadata from another project I'm working where I had the % coffee, some other measurements, and essentially a procedure for prepping my adulterated coffee with coffee and cornmeal. And so I want to generate an empty data frame from this and show you how we can handle this gracefully. What I'm demonstrating here now is a function at the top where we have perform analysis. In this case, all we're going to do is display the first 5 rows of this data frame, but this could be a function that performs any sort of analysis on the data. And now I'm going to generate a filtered data frame. So I'm just going to call it df.filtered data, filtered df. And let's set that equal to new data.query. And let's say where % coffee is less than 0. And so if we look at this, we should have no data where the % coffee is less than 0. And once we generate this data frame, we'll determine if it is empty. And if this is true, it will say no samples meet the filtering criteria. Please adjust your parameters. Otherwise, it will display the first 5 rows or whatever we have in our perform analysis. And because this is true, we have this error message as output. If we adjust this to 50%, you can see now we are showing the first 5 rows because now we're going to this else statement and running our perform analysis function. And so this is just one way we can validate our data frames to help us ensure that we have the data frame we expect before doing more analysis. If this video was helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.